Where were we? No, really, I forgot. So we're gonna have to get back into that. Why's my mic seem a little quieter? I heard myself echo there. What is happening? Something's wrong. 1 second. It should be. Nope. What about now? Is it good now? Okay, I think it's good now. I was hearing myself. I think I had it set to monitor my own audio. Should be good now, I think. Okay, what is this test audio feature? Testing now. Oh, that's what it was called. For sure, that's what it was. Okay, I turned that off. That was very confusing. I will say my volume could use a bit of adjusting. Looks like my noise gate on this new PC is a little finicky. Maybe I just need to put it closer to my mouth. No, it seems like it's having trouble there. We'll figure it out. Oh. Like, most of the time it's in the yellow, which is good. But sometimes it's not. I feel like I gotta get right up on this thing. And maybe I did before. I don't know. There's always a little bit of micro adjusting I'm gonna have to do here. New PC, though, which is Poggers. Which means I have to test my pen pressure today. Also, gotta plug in the drawing tablet. That's important. Oh, Christ. I've dropped my cable on the floor. This is the worst. Where did it go? Oh, God. It fell in my trash can. Luckily, there's nothing in there but, like, paper, so not the worst. Plug in, darn you. Thank you. Yeah, looks like I'll have to do some volume management. I haven't actually... I tested the audio just now for me, but I don't know how it sounds on stream, so I don't know. We'll see. Is it the, connection? Is it the cables? Did I do something? I don't know. Maybe it sounds completely fine. Maybe I'm worried for nothing. Regardless, renewed vigor. What does that mean? It means I'm gonna work on the comic again, but like more than usual. If I have any say about it. This is not the page. I was using this for reference. This is the page. Today, we're gonna finish the line art, and I think at least the base colors, maybe the flats, if I'm feeling frisky. Luckily, one of the benefits to not drawing faces in every panel is I don't have to go back and do those as, like, secondary line art, which was a thing I was doing. Because, you know, that's when it would have to happen. I didn't like doing them at the same time. Oh, also, I have to import my brushes. I didn't even remember to do this before stream, so we can do that now, I guess. Can I just drag and drop these from a folder? Because I imported a bunch of that, because I knew the new Clip Studio versions, they took away so many tools. So you gotta go find them or bring them in from the older... I don't know why they removed so many tools that they had, so many brushes they had. But they did, and I'm gonna bring them back. I want this one. I want this one. This one goes in here. Because their new soft brush sucks. Get the old one in there. Good. Soft 2. Better than soft 1. In my opinion. They got rid of the cell brush, too. There's, like, no brushes in here. I could have sworn I had a lot more of these. I gotta find... Where's my stuff? CSP brushes. There's my stuff. Okay. Good. Give me all of my stuff back. I just like... Oh, my design pencil tool, too. They got rid of, like, everything. It's a good thing that I remembered they got rid of all my stuff so I could put it back in here. Freaking maniacs. Gotta put my gouache brushes in there. Oh, this is in watercolor. Oh, they have one. Alright. At least they have one of these. Heck, can I... Yeah, delete that. They already got a dry gouache, apparently. This can go in here. Yeah, this is where all this stuff is gonna be. You go up here. They have a regular gouache. They have... What is hard? Did I have that in here? You're coming in here now. Hard 2. They did have... Okay, get out. I don't know where that one's located, but... Apparently it's in there somewhere. Now I know I don't have rectangle. So we're gonna put rectangle in there. Shadow... They got rid of shadow too? God. Clip Studio, what are you doing? I gotta install so many things. All because they just decided to remove like 90% of the brushes. My wood texture brush. They got thin gouache, they got thin. They got thick oil paint, that one's in there. Add these to my ink. I gotta put all my inks in here too. My funny little ink brushes that are all weird. I don't even know how to read any of these names. I should just rename them to something I understand, but I don't know what I would even call them. Other than like Ink 1, Ink 2, Calligraphy ink. They're pretty fun for doing some textured sound effect design. Lettering, that is. So I use them for that. That should be most of the brushes. Oh, here's my star brushes. I gotta add those. We could put those in the airbrush tool, I suppose. Doesn't really matter where they go. Arshibi. Okay, I have all my tools. No thanks to Clip Studio. And then brush size, I believe you go to 6. Why is this so expanded? Yeah, you shrink yourself. How do I shrink you? Oh, I could just do this. Yeah, hide that away. Okay, so yeah, we don't have to draw as many faces because I omitted them on purpose for visual diversity and to improve my skills as a man of the arts, I think. Alright, that felt decent enough for pen pressure. I don't know, let's give it a shot. Oh, my smoothing needs to be turned up. Way more. Tool properties. You go here, if I recall. Stabilization. Bring it up. I need to really adjust my pen pressure. Let me see if I can... Whoa! That's not what I want. What does this one do? Oh. Look at that. Where's my window for my stuff? Nope. Ooh, I've done something. I'm pressing too many buttons. I'm thinking I'm messing stuff up. Oh, is that the undo button? Neat. Okay, so, yeah, we're good. Where's my pen tablet? There's the pen tablet application. We need pen settings. Adjust. Maybe harder is good? I don't know. We'll see. Get over here. Oh, what have I done? Oh boy. It is... Have I rotated the cabinet? I rotated it. Oh, Oh no, I flipped it. What is happening? Everything just calmed down. This is left double click now. Why? Yeah, we're doing a bit of troubleshooting here. Where's right click? Right click here. Alright, let's see if this looks any better. Oh, that's what right click does? I need that to not do that. Oh yeah, here it is. Pen eraser. That's what I had it as. Okay, that should be better now. Perfect. Like, this seems so weird. Maybe I need more stabilization? You gotta fine-tune it to the PC, apparently, not just the drawing tablet. Why does it feel so whack? Like, I feel like it's not stabilizing at all. Adjust by speed. Maybe don't adjust by speed? I don't know. Maybe this is why they got rid of it. That does not look good. Okay, I like barely feel stabilization there at 100. Maybe it's just placebo. I feel like stabilization is not working right now. What could be the cause of that? Let me see if there's a thing here. Stabilization not working. Have you updated your tablet drivers? Try rebooting and restarting CSP and then your device? Interesting. Maybe I downloaded the wrong driver? I don't know. First stream with new PC, it is indeed. I'm working out the kinks right now. Welcome in free. Some stuff happening and some stuff not happening as a result of things happening. Let's see. Made work was going to a file. Adjust pen pressure until it feels right. Reload Clip Studio. Alright, I guess we'll just reload Clip Studio then. Let's try again, shall we? I don't freaking know, brother. This renewed vigor is gonna run out real quick if I can't get the settings working properly. And it's flipped again. Why does that happen? Flip that horizontal. Alright, let's see if this works now. Alright, now it feels like stabilization is in fact activated. But the pen pressure is like very high now. The picture I was drawing on is very close to finishing it, to the point where I could say it's finished, but now I take a pause from it to decide if it's actually finished or not. I don't know yet. It's a good call. Sometimes it does take that. Just that 1 minute away from it and come back to it. For me, I usually just kind of like sleep on that stuff. I'll come back to it the next day, and that's usually a pretty good time frame for like a mental reset. You come back in like a day, you'll just be like, you'll see everything that you want, whether that's good or bad. You'll be like, yep, this looks good, or nope, how did I even think this looked good in the first place? Maybe we take adjust by speed off. No, we need less pen pressure sensitivity. Or a softer one. It's been 3 or 4 days now. Well, in that case, I don't know. Yeah, at that point, you're on your own. In terms of determining that is a personal journey. Like, it's so satisfying to look at, but I know there are a few mistakes I could fix. It doesn't have a background yet either. Background's completely optional. Don't let anybody tell you different. iMask, welcome in. How's the new PC going? Swimmingly. Beautifully. Even. Why does this pen suck? Alright, hold on. Can you adjust pen pressure in Clip Studio? Let me see. It could take away from the focus of the picture. I would have to keep it at a minimum as well. That's also a thing it could do. It doesn't even have to be a full background. There's that handler commission I did. If I can find that real quick. Where did it go? Yeah, you could just accentuate it. You don't got to do a full background. You could just do a little thing like so. You know, just something to enhance the framing, the composition, if you want to do something like that. Doesn't have to be limited to backgrounds. Did you try any games to feel the power? I did. Unfortunately for me, like, the most demanding PC game I've ever played is Monster Hunter, so I'm not really pushing things to their limit. But, you know, eventually, this is a future-proof PC, so I'm sure some game, you know, like when the Unreal Engine 5 stuff starts spreading around, I'll be ready. I will be waiting. On the prowl. Let's see if this works. This is almost like maximum softness. I gotta see. Pen pressure tool. File preference, tablet, PC, pencil, blah blah blah. File. Tablet. Where is that? I don't see it. Or is it in preferences? Preferences probably. There you are. I found ya. I freaking found ye. But this doesn't have the thing that I need. Pencil? What? File. What? Troubleshooting is so hard, guys. If you have Risk of Rain 2 and you survive long enough, that could be a good trial. I do have Risk of Rain 2. So I could, in fact, do that. File pen pressure settings. What are they talking about? Clip Studio, you can't just make up menus that you don't have. File. Pen pressure settings. That's not a menu option. There it is. I'm just blind. Okay, you got me. You got me. You got me. Alright, we're just going to accept the default on here and see if that works. I mean, it's better. Let's do a little lighter. I have a very light hand when it comes to my drawing tablet. I used to be heavier, but I don't do it no more. Also try to increase your monitor resolution to a point where it wouldn't be able to be displayed normally. You mean like 4K? Shove a 4K image into my 1080p monitor here. My runs have ended not because I died, but because my laptop couldn't handle all the particle effects. Yeah, it's the whole reason, well, part of the reason I got this new PC was because it literally could not handle what was going on. Lighter, 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 lighter. Lighter, lighter. Done. Let's see if this works. Oh, that's beautiful. It's getting there, everybody. Okay. Yeah, put a 4K into my 1080p monitor. It'll look great. I'm sure nothing wrong will ever happen as a result of that. Maybe this will be an advent too. Maybe my line art's going to be better now that I have a new PC. Which will completely disprove all those people that are like, you don't need top-of-the-line equipment to be a better artist. Maybe they're liars. Maybe they're just all lying to you. They're trying to keep the advanced techniques a secret. I got a suggestion for all your pension agents. Use a Sharpie on the screen. I'll admit, I've considered it. I was considering it when I was dealing with issues moments ago. It's like, maybe I should have just done this comic in marker. And if that has to be on my tablet screen, then so be it. You know, it's a good song. This song already kind of has a jazzy vibe to it in the original, because it's just a waltz. It's just a waltz song, my dudes. I'm a sucker for waltz music. 3/4 time signature, that's all you really need. And then I'm hooked. What are you going to do with the old one? Is it in the corner of your room staring at you with that mysterious eye? No, I put it in a box, so it can't look at me. Screw it. It is so sad. The song or my computer? Because I assure you both. Okay. But as for what I'm going to do with the PC, my friend is in need of a graphics card. And believe it or not, the 1060 that is in my PC is an upgrade for him. So he will be coming over tomorrow to take that off my hands. And then I just have the rest of the I still have the 750 the PC came with. So I guess I could put that back in if I really wanted to. And then I could, I don't know, sell it for like $100 because that computer is 10 plus years old. So I have no idea what it would go for anyway. The song I meant, but both apply. Yeah, the song's good though. I don't prefer, but I perceive the song as more of a, not when it's going ham on the jazz, but in the original one, it's more of like a romantic song, in my opinion. Mainly with how there's interplay between the initial piano and then the violin, which somebody in the YouTube comments once likened, that I read, once likened it to the characters of Howl's Moving Castle, Howl and Sophie, which was cute, and I was like, yeah, it makes sense. I got a 550 Ti somewhere. I didn't even know they went. I knew triple digits was old. 550. Good lord. Somebody's gonna come in here one day and be like, yeah, I had a 10 Ti, and I'm not even gonna know how to process that information. A 10 Ti, you say? And then I'll look at the man closer and realize he was wearing a top hat and a suit and a monocle. And he had the faint aroma of the Old West upon him. Then it'll all make sense. A time traveler the whole time they've been amongst us. Sorry, among us. It would be sold, be a part of history, and thus expensive again. Yeah, I want, you know what I want? I want one of them. Here, I'll show you. I'm using Opera GX, by the way, so I don't even know if my browser will work. We'll see. Amorngus? What? Here, let me go to Streamlabs, get my audio settings out of here. Browser. Yeah, I didn't think that would work, but I can just do this. And then go here. Check this out. Y'all ever seen what 1 megabyte of storage used to look like? That's right, they had to load it up on trucks. This is 1 megabyte of that. This is ridiculous. It's the size of a car. You could drive that megabyte. Insane. And now it looks... Then it looked like this, and now it's a freaking... You can't even see a megabyte due to how small they could probably get that in a form factor. A floppy disk. Yeah, but look at this megabyte. This is the opposite of floppy. This is a firm disk here. This is a drive. Imagine being, like, you know, there's the risk of vending machines falling on you. Imagine being the guy that got killed by 1 megabyte of storage. And then somebody tells that story to somebody else in 2023. It's like, what do you mean? You got killed by 1 megabyte. What does that even mean? Also, the transitions on this PC, blistering. And I have noticed my avatar does not die. So I'm thinking that the problem was not Streamlabs or any of the software I was using. It was literally just my computer, the hardware being so bad that it couldn't keep up with the transitions between anything I was doing. Look at that. It's just there again. My avatar works now, guys. It's crazy. He's just there. It would have to be a blackmail if it was 1 megabyte by today's standards, yeah. I have 1 megabyte of all of your nudes. That's how it would have to go down. That's how you could get killed by a megabyte. It's like, oh no. That's like 4 nudes. I'll be ruined. One megabyte of nudes is like half a boob. Probably true. How glossy you want those JPEGs? That's what it comes down to. One picture could be like 8 megabytes. Yeah, we're talking like, you gotta get a grainy photo of that thing. Pictures are several megabytes now. Listen, I had a computer from 2012 until, like, earlier this week. So I'm gonna be a little out of touch on my storage space comparisons. You gotta give me a little bit of time to adjust to the future, which is now the present. Is someone who's into artifact porn? I don't even know what that would be. I, too, like looking at mosaics. I gotta look at this dude's hand, see what I drew it to look like. Oh, it's gonna show up there. I'm gonna bring it up in my photo album instead, so you can't look at it. Let's see. Here's his hand. Oops, I opened it literally in Clip Studio. Don't open it in Clip Studio. Open it here. Yeah, NSFW pixel art. That's probably, yeah, that's the best description you could give it. Alright, so I drew his thumb. Like so. This is just gonna have to be like a wing it kind of procedure here. I like a little bit more stabilization on this bad boy, please. Could we get a little bit more stabilization? That's nice. Maybe that's a little too high. Give it like 26. Why not? There's a freaking Totoro song. I ain't never seen that movie. It's kind of catchy though, isn't it? Is this the Totoro song? Am I stupid? What are you? Yeah, this is Totoro. Alright, good. Guys, I imported... How the heck is this gonna work? I imported the Japanese version of Princess Mononoke on Blu-ray, because I've been wanting it for a while, and I finally just said, screw it, I'm doing it, and I did. And it's gonna show up in, like, the middle of July, because, you know, shipping overseas and all that. It does have the English subtitles, that's the only reason I got it, but it's pretty cool. To be fair, just the fact that we can chat is something I could not imagine 10 years ago. I watched the first stream back in 2011. Yeah, I don't know. It's been around for a while. Back in the old Justin TV days, which I was not around for, or at least I didn't even know they were happening. The only video platform I knew about back in those days was probably YouTube. And I spent a lot of time on YouTube. I still spend a lot of time on YouTube. It's probably unhealthy. I wasn't either yet. But yeah, the Mononoke thing is pretty cool. The reason I didn't get the American version or the English release of Princess Mononoke, and I would advise you guys to not do it as well, is because what they did, instead of using the actual subtitles, like a translation of the actual Japanese text as the source, they used what is called dub titles, where they just took the dub script, like the English script, and they used that as the subtitles. Which is just, like, wrong, because obviously they changed the script for the dub. But, you know, for the English release, I guess they were just lazy, and that's what they did. And it's kind of cringe, I'll be honest with you. I was there at Twitch when a Let's Player tried out Twitch. I wasn't even around for the beginning of Twitch. I came into Twitch like, only like a few years ago by this point. Maybe a bit more than a few, maybe like 5, I don't know. 5 or 6. When did I start watching Twitch? I don't know. I must have been around like 16. But yeah, if you're interested in Princess Mononoke with accurate subtitling, do not get the English release. It is bad. They did dub titles, which is a practice I didn't even know existed until I started reading reviews about the Blu-ray version of the movie. But now that I know it's a thing, I'm very disappointed that anybody would do that. When did Twitch start? I am not sure. I can look it up on my blisteringly fast PC. Started in 2011 as a spin-off of Justin TV. The only redeeming factor I have, this account was created in 2011. Yeah, you were there then. You were there at the advent. 2011. I don't know, when was this Zotan account created? I don't even know. Can I check that? Where is that? My channel? It probably just tells me... Here, I'll type in chat, and then somebody could tell me how old my account is. Oh, I have to log in? I'm in my own chat. Get out of here. Fine, I'll do it. Whoa. Okay, and then we'll submit it. There it is. How old am I? 2014. Okay, I was a little younger than I thought when I got a Twitch account. Interesting. I didn't realize I started watching Twitch that early. I wonder who I was watching in 2014. I have no clue. I couldn't even remember. Who did I watch in 2014? Like PewDiePie? I have no idea. I still watch PewDiePie, though, I'll be honest. That man has been a part of my life for longer than most people in my life, which is saying something. Yeah, I was playing with crayons at that time, and Twitch is more than a decade old. And yet it's still such a young industry. I was in 11th grade. I am old. Not that old, you know? You can't be... You're only as old as you feel. And if you feel really old, then I guess you're super... So, you know what? Ignore that pep talk. That expression never really gave much comfort to anyone who's ever heard it. So, you know what? Just ignore that one. I almost said you're almost as old as you look, but that's not true at all. That would mean John Carpenter is like 1,000 years old. And I don't think he's that old. Although, he is like 80-something, I'm pretty sure. Like 90 or something. Speaking of John Carpenter, I just watched The Thing yesterday. I rewatched it. That's a good film. Still one of my favorite horror movies. Although it's more of like a suspense movie. The more times you watch it, it becomes less horror and more like, oh boy, what's gonna happen now? And I enjoy that aspect of it. It's very good. The first watch through of that movie is like legendary. You don't want anybody to spoil The Thing for you, I'll tell you that much. Because it's like, the first watch through of that film, I was like, oh my god, this is like a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. Second watch through, when I knew what was going to happen, I'll admit it did have a bit less impact, but I'll never forget the first watch through of The Thing that I had. Trying to figure out who was who. Who was what they said they was or was not what they said they was. The mystery. Where do you check how old the account is? You could just tap on your name, and it should tell you. Yours, for example, is in 2020. Yeah, thrillers are quite good. Click on your name. Yeah, there you go. Oi, Gabrino. Hello. Halber. Welcome in. Welcome to the Renewed Vigor stream. And the new PC stream as well. First stream on new PC. Maybe in a bit. Maybe when I finish the line art and the base colors at the least. I don't know if I'm going to do the flats or all of them. I'll try to do some of them. I'll show some of the power, which will just look like a normal video game to you guys, but for me, it's a big step, so, you know. Give me a break. I need this. And then I boot up Fear and Hunger again. It's like, yeah, check out the power. I can render all of this pixel art. Come on, Gabino, you can do it. What can I do? I can't do much, I'll tell you that. I can sleep pretty darn well. Sometimes. Sometimes I can't even do that right. Freaking insomnia, dude. You can go get vored by what? Where is this energy coming from? Were you in the Discord call I was in with my friends, like, earlier today? Because we were talking about all sorts of wild stuff. Maul. Consumed. I don't like this. I don't want to get mauled by wolves. Believe it or not, that's not on my top 10 list of things to do today. Or any day. Not on my bucket list. It's not even on my kick the bucket list. Which is a list I have of ways that I would want to die. Number 1, cannon. Not like a cannonball shot into me. Me shot out of a cannon. That would be pretty cool. It's at least a story at the funeral, you know. You do? Oh, you don't? Yeah, no, do not. I would rather not have that happen. It's a negatory on the wolf voring. Or the wolf unbirthing. Sorry that I just reminded some of you that unbirthing is a term that exists, but it's true. If I know about it, you have to know about it. Oh, come on, man. I'm sorry. It's just how it is. I didn't make it. If I had a choice, nobody would make it. But they make it. I've heard worse. I've seen plenty. You browse the Guro tab for like half a second on accident. You're like, oh god, get me out of here. I don't want to. Oh, ew, why'd they draw that? Oh, Christ. Find Jesus, please. Even for just like a second, you know, you don't gotta dedicate yourself to Jesus, but just look at him and ask him, am I doing okay? Looking at all this stuff? The answer is no. You're not. Listen, I'm not here to kink shame, but Guro is just weird, right? Like, we can all agree on that? Like, unanimously? Gore stuff is weird. Getting aroused by the concept of gore, I don't get it. I know it's all like a fantasy thing, and if they saw real gore, they probably wouldn't be into it, but it's just weird to me, man. To even be into that on a conceptual level. I've also seen worse. My curiosity has shown me things I'd rather forget. Yeah, you're a goblin, you're all about gore. That's not what god. You're so racist right now. It shows in spades. You got me confused with those goblins from Goblin Slayer, which is basically like the goblin equivalent of a... What's that movie? That Disney movie that is not good at all. Is it a Disney movie? I forget. I'm gonna freaking look this up. Yeah, it's like the Disney, or it's the Goblin equivalent of Song of the South. There you go. And you can quote me on that. Please don't. I can't believe Disney made that. I can't believe they made that. Anyway, back to my comic, which will be surely 0% problematic. Listen, if you go into the idea that you're going to make a piece of art that will never be perceived as problematic, you're just wrong. First of all, I'm sorry to tell you, someone had to, and it's going to be me. Someone will look at something you've done and be like, I don't like that. Why? Because they interpret it in a particular way, even if it wasn't what you intended. Doesn't mean that anybody else, you know, the discussion or the author's intent is only half of the conversation. The interpretation of it. That's why you have to give them enough clues, the audience that is, to be guided in the right direction. To not let them view things from a weird lens. Disney used to be full of Nazis and racists. That's very true. Walt Disney himself did not say very many kind things about Jewish people. So, you know, maybe cool it on that Moana poster you're buying for your child for their 6th birthday, if you could, you know, maybe just show a little bit of consideration for what's happening. And it's like you might say, well, that was a different time. They're probably a better corporation now. No. I'm going to tell you right now, no. One of my favorite projects to come out of Disney recently, The Owl House, featured a gay romance. And that was very much not to the tastes of Disney, who came up with all sorts of excuses to get the show canned. Like that it wasn't pulling in good enough ratings, even though they were, according to the creator herself, fine. They were just good ratings. So you know it was because of the gay relationship being depicted on screen. You can't have one of those. I remember the Patriotic Donald. Yeah, that one's good. Yeah, it's a solid no. Yeah, no. Disney's not allowed. They would not allow gay people to exist. But luckily, the public outcry was so big that I feel like they got called out. Because in the season 3, or the 3rd season of The Owl House, there's like a whole montage just celebrating the fact that they have bisexual and lesbian characters. And it's like, yeah, basically you just bullied Disney into a corner. They're like, well, we can't tell them not to put the gay montage in there. Because then it'll look even worse. We'll be exposed. Like, 100%. It's like, yeah, you would. So I do like how they sort of put themselves into a corner there, and they had, instead of just like making the series the normal amount of gay that it would have probably been, they had like a hyper montage, which I'm very happy for. It was great. I love The Owl House. Me too. It's one of my favorite projects they did. Right up there with Gravity Falls, in my opinion, which is high praise, because I do love that show as well. Anything Alex Hirsch is a part of is just solid gold. That's what I'm learning about him the more I Look at the projects he's been involved with. So, you know, it was destined for greatness. I'm still cheated though, man. Here's one of my dreams. If I was a billionaire, I would buy the rights to the Owl House, and I would give it to Dana and her crew, and I would tell them to make the season, or I would let them. I wouldn't demand it from them, because they could just say no anyway. But I would give them the opportunity to make the show, remake the season as they saw fit, as it was originally intended to be. I feel like I would do that for a lot of properties that got cheated. I just love how Willow had 2 dads. Yep, she did, and it was great. Just has 2 dads. No explanation needed, because no explanation is required. That's just how it is. In this fantasy land. When Amity's mom is all like, you can't be with Luce. It's not because of the gay thing. Because that's not really a concept in the, what do they call it? The Boiling Isles? It's more just because she's a human and a criminal in the eyes of the Empire. You know, that whole thing. It's good. It was good writing. It was well handled. All the romance and stuff, and all that sort of sexuality and all that. It was handled very organically. Such a casual thing is a good way to put it, yeah. I do praise that series for its sensibilities in regards to romance. Handled it very well. Not many series... Even my favorite movie of all time, which I've talked about, Princess Mononoke, garbage at romance. Absolute dumpster fire. Does not know what it's doing. It's like if I were to go up to Miyazaki and ask him if he'd ever even held hands with a woman before, I wouldn't be surprised if he said no. You know, if this was like while he was making the movie. It just seems like he had no experience with what a woman even is. Or what any sort of romantic interaction would be. At all. Needless to say, still love the movie regardless. It's just hard carried by its world building and its plot, and I do not watch it for the romance. Howl's Moving Castle was better. I do agree it was better. I'm still iffy on Howl's Moving Castle, personally. I feel like it has some plot issues. I'm sure it's way better in the book. I've never read the book, but I feel like the movie has some pacing issues for sure. The thing is, a lot of Japanese romances are like that. They never do any interaction and just stare at each other shyly. And you know what? If that is just my Western sensibilities, then so be it. I'll still complain so loudly. Because it's my right as an American. Born in the USA. I can want more showy, flashier romances. And the thing is, they're no stranger to it. Over in Japan, you got plenty of anime where the whole idea of romance is just overblown to the point of comedic effect, and they do that too. Sometimes comedic effect, sometimes just weird effect. I don't know. It's hit or miss. Depends on what you're watching. What's a show that had good romance? Well, I'm glad you asked. Well, it's not a show, but it's a manga. Another one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. Berserk, fantastic romance. Absurd how well it was handled. Everything in Berserk plays out so well, at such a decent pace. Casca and Guts are perfect, and they deserve the world. The lore thing, that's where I came up with Howlber. How is that? Howl's Moving Castle? I see. Not seen them yet, then? Yeah. I mean, like, there's plenty. I don't even know. I could go into it, but I just don't have an example in mind, so... I guess I couldn't go into it right now. But if I looked into it, I'm sure I could. Cyberpunk, for example, that's a more open example of a romance in anime. I love Casca and Guts. F. Griffith in your castle. Yeah. I gotta watch Berserk and Gintama. I haven't seen Gintama. I haven't seen many things. Like I said, I have been doing movie days to catch up on some media that has passed me by. But that will transition into anime days, I'm sure. When I get the hankering for it. Whenever that is. Is that how his thumb works? Is that how no, that's not how a thumb works. What are you, insane? Well... I guess it would be like, yeah, let's just straight... let's get rid of this thumb. I need to redo this. Figure out the order of the Fate series. Yeah, I'm not doing it. If your series requires puzzle solving to even get into it, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. You can't make me do it. I guess the thumb was fine. It's just like a very... He's like clenching his thumb. Which is fine. You could be a little wound up in this scene. Oh, more Bleach soon? That's true. Bleach is getting its season that it never got. Which is cool. Even though Bleach itself is a series. It's a bit of a sad one, because it got... Well, it's presumably got just completely ripped apart by its editors. Or the editor. I don't know how many Tite Kubo had. But it seems like the series just had a lot of disagreements with its publishing. And as a result, suffered a lot for its quality towards the end there. A second new season. Nah, this looks bad. Let's get rid of this. And then I guess we can do this one here. And erase all that garbage. Let's see, what else has been going on? Let me open up my Notepad app that I actually write stream topics in because I have short-term memory loss. At least it feels like it all the time. Let's see what else I got. I like to keep things at least a little bit in a database. Yeah, these are all very stupid. I don't know if I want to read any of these out loud. These are like Twitter thoughts that you would put out there. Not really stream conversational stuff. There is this one where I apparently wrote about eating a piece of toast that fell on the floor for a second. And the whole time after I ate it, I just kept thinking about that YouTube channel where it's called like Chubby Inu. It's the one where the doctor describes stuff about like these medical anomalies where people, just horrible things happen to them. Whereas like one man ate 75 multivitamins in 1 hour. Here's what happened to his liver. And then his liver would like explode in the hospital or something. Sometimes the cause of it is like way less severe than that. Like, so I saw one where the dude drank out of a coconut that was a little bit expired, and he had like a brain disease or something. I'm paraphrasing and probably a little wrong, but he's like I think he died. I think that in the video, the patient did not make it out of that one, and it was just from drinking like moldy, just slightly expired coconut juice. I accidentally ate moldy bread the other day. You gotta be careful, man. Apparently it's not. Apparently it's all freaky. It could just be the difference maker. The haymaker. I ate moldy mandarins once. It was not that good. Yeah, you gotta be freaking... Moldy fruit, I would imagine, is like, oh my god, what's going on in there? But yeah, the whole time I ate that toast, I was just like thinking like, I was gonna get my own video. I was probably gonna die. There's gonna be a little bacterium on there. And it's like, this man ate a piece of toast that touched the ground. Here's how his entire GI tract exploded out of his ass. And it's just like, I can't even... That would totally be me. That would be my luck. I get the video titled that. And I could do nothing about it. I didn't look when I was eating some yogurt and it was moldy. Isn't yogurt mostly bacteria anyway? I got violently sick for a week. Well, I guess there weren't any probiotics in there. Why are probiotics and antibiotics good? Like, which one is good? They can't both be good for you. That doesn't make any sense. Do we want the biotics or not? Make up your mind. body. Only some biotics, not symbiotics. Yeah, but it had a layer of mold on it. Oh. I feel like you could spell that L-A-I-R and still be correct at that point then. There's a brand new yogurt. I bought that today too. Yeah, at that point, it's just since I work in retail now. I can assure you that is just the fault of the people stocking that. Because they don't check that often. Even the people that are supposed to regularly cycle their inventory, like the refrigerated department, could literally have just been there for weeks and they didn't check it. And that's it. You got moldy yogurt in your mouth now. It's like, you didn't ask for that. Why would you? But it happened. I can't draw this bloody... whatever these are called. Epaulets? I don't know. Is that the foot thing again? What is armor? And then we gotta draw his bloody sword. I don't know why I'm drawing this sword so intricately. It does not matter. Quite simply don't matter. Let's maybe... Whoa, that's a little too transparent for my eyeballs. God, it's been an hour already? Christ, dude. Comics are so hard. I swear. What have I even done? This. And it's taken an hour? I guess I was troubleshooting and downloading brushes for a while, but still. I gotta work on this off-stream some more. Or else this will never get done. I'll be freaking dead before Chapter 1 even comes out. I won't even get the chance to overwork myself into my 60s. Like all my favorite mangaka. It's a dream of mine to die of exhaustion. It's the Mononoke song. No, it's the Nausicaa song. Sorry, fake fan. I've been listening to both of those soundtracks a lot. Nausicaa opening theme. The best part of the movie. And then he reincarnated, yeah. Reincarnated. What do you guys think you would be reincarnated as? What do you think you'd want to be reincarnated as? Me, I'm thinking I'd just go human round 2. Like, I know it's probably a little bit of bias there. You know what, let's make it interesting. Let's exclude human. Let's just make it a little bit more interesting. If you were going to be reincarnated, what do you think you would be, or what do you want to be? A fly or something. You think you're that unlucky? Unless you view that as a good thing. In which case, why? I just have one question, and that is why. What do I want to? A bear. I don't want to be a fly. I figured, so I was wondering. A bear's a pretty good answer. Very strong, powerful creature. They don't really have any predators, too. So you're not really gonna have any... have much risk of getting blown out by some random aminal. If I had to be something, and I had to exclude human, I feel like it's also cheating to just go like with the simian answer and be like a gorilla, but I do really like gorillas. And I think being a gorilla would be so dope. Like, could you just imagine? You'd be freaking jacked just by default. You can't not be jacked. I want to be a rock. Alright, well, that's an interesting take on it. I'm not going to take that away from you. If you want to be a rock, you could be a rock. There's a rock, by the way, not Iraq, the country. Or Iraq? I don't know how to properly pronounce that in this particular context. It's a rock. No monkeys or apes. That's a bad idea. Yeah, I think I'll remove apes from the list too. Too similar, too similar. Let's think here. What do I think I would be? Knowing my luck. Let's see. What am I like? I'm a spindly, tall, socially awkward weirdo. I prefer solitude to being in large groups most of the time. What's a solitary, spindly animal? Solitary, spindly. I was gonna say bat, but they are in very large groups, so it wouldn't be that. They are spindly, though, and a little weird. Also, they have bad eyesight, which is, like, relatable. You thought humans were violent. Wait till you learn about monkeys and a sponge. I ain't being no sponge. Maybe like a... I don't want to be a praying mantis because they die when they bone, so, you know, that would be unfortunate. But they are spindly. Look up solitary animals. Oh, a cheetah would be good. Or is this a leopard? They literally will not tell me. It's just the image on Google. I don't know what this is. 25 most solitary animals on the planet. With pictures. A bear? No, I can't be a bear. They're too beefy. Tortoise? I could be a tortoise. A leopard? Apparently they're solitary. I wouldn't mind being a leopard, but I think they're a little too cunning. Cheetahs are like pure anxiety. Starfish eat sponges? That's messed up. There is slime mold. Yeah, I'll be a slime mold. Cheetahs being pure anxiety would be interesting. A deer? No, I couldn't be a deer. No, this is a moose? What the? There's no way this is a moose. I refuse to believe. A snake? No, I don't like being a snake. They don't have any limbs. A shoebill bird? I wouldn't mind being a shoebill bird. They're pretty neat. I don't want to be a rhinoceros. I definitely don't want to be a koala. You hear about these guys? They got freaking syphilis all over the place. A wolverine? No, they're too angsty. Too feisty for me. Sunfish? No. A tiger? Too ferocious. Too majestic. Too strong. Too powerful. A platypus? Nah. They're too quirky. So far on this list, I'm thinking tortoise. A fox wouldn't be bad either. I suppose I could conceive of myself as reincarnated into a fox at some point. I should bring this list onto the screen that I'm looking at. Here we go. Koalas are stupid as well. That's true. They're literally just known for falling out of their own trees. Be a horse? I don't know. I want to be a horse. Polar bear. Koalas are also drug addicts. All alone in the snow desert. See, that's the thing. You don't want to be a fox? Maybe I do want to be a fox. What? That is praying mantis smoking a joint. That's it. I'm being a praying mantis. Forget anything else I was saying about the praying mantis. Why they chose to use this picture, I don't know, but it has fully convinced me. I'm being a praying mantis smoking a joint. They stink so bad. Well, if I'm a fox, it'll be like normal though. How do you know my hygiene is good already? Here's something that stinks real bad. Komodo Dragon. This is 23. We got 2 more. A badger. Badgers look so weird. Where do these things even live? Woodlands, grasslands, urban areas. I've never seen a badger in my life. I don't know where they go. And the Gila monster. Look at him, he's dashing. Look at his little blurred foot. You could tell he's rushing towards the camera guy right now. He's a venomous lizard. He's on a mission. Northwestern Mexico. Mask, you seeing these fools? Seeing these guys going around? Dashing towards you? I know you've seen bears. You talked about that. The honey badger, they fight lions. They are they punch above their weight class for sure. Conclusion. Every animal does its own thing. Thank you, article. Hey, look, a horse. 10 oldest horse breeds in the world. I didn't even know there were so many. But yeah, with the advent of joint praying mantis, I'm thinking he's appealing to me. There is no weight class to it, but yeah, they would freaking fight an elephant if they could. Fox would be okay for me. Even though apparently they smell bad. If I was the fox, I would just think it's the normal smell, so I would be fine with it. So, fox, praying mantis. I'm not opposed to, what was the other one? It was early on in the list. Shoebill. Wouldn't be opposed to a shoebill. And I guess leopard would be cool. Tortoise wouldn't mind. I got a lot of options. Now I'm on the northeastern, I see. Northeast. Alright, let's try to do literally any line art today. Shall we? Oi, 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 this guy. He gets a new PC and he thinks he can just freaking goof off all he wants. What an idiot. What was this dude's deal? Maybe I'm the kid billionaire now that I spoke so much in opposition to. Play a game for us. It's only been like an hour and 12 minutes. I think I'm going to work a little bit more on the comic, otherwise nothing will get done today. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do my Google Snake Game run today. That's it, we're doing Google Snake Game. Thank you for reminding me. Let's show the power of the PC. New PC, new game. Here you go. Here's a new PC. Here's an old game. Browser. Oh yeah, also I'm going to hide my tabs, actually. Get that out of here. My bank account was literally up there, I think. Is it? Let me look. Oh yeah, get that. Wait. Let me look at all that stuff. What's going on up there? Yeah, get that out of here. No one look at my tab. The heck is this thing? What the heck is that? Alright, I don't know what that is. Did that say MAGA? No. I don't even know what... Oh, it said mega. That was a mega file. Which is, from what I understand, just a file sharing service for, you know, usually illegal reasons. With an online game? An online game, you say. Alright, Snake Game it is. Let's do it. My record is like 105, I think. I don't think I'm gonna beat that today. I'm not feeling the snake energy today. So we'll just see where the wind takes us. It's a BitTorrent software? Oh no, you've caught me then. I guess those tabs were... You see, the thing is, those tabs are really old. I haven't used a BitTorrent service in forever. So, I don't know why Google has decided to archive those. Or this is Opera GX, and I guess they just took whatever Chrome tabs I had somewhere. And it has outed me as somebody who is up to no good. Or who was up to no good at some point. I'm better now, don't worry, I'm rehabilitated. I don't torrent things anymore, usually. I have money now, I can support the things I respect. Mostly a Linux software? Then why the hell was I downloading? What am I doing? I have Windows 11. And back then I had Windows probably 7, 10, something like that. To be fair and legal, you can torrent legal stuff too. That's true. I never did, but that is true. Oh, what a garbage run. Anyway, that's the run for the day. I can't change it. That's the future and the past and the present. It's a great way to send large files. Interesting. The proper use case, which I did not use. We'll do another game later. A different one. A more graphically ambitious title, perhaps. What's wrong with this line here? It needs to be wider back here. There was a faster method to clean weeds. So you were a YouTuber and needed to send someone like 100 gigs worth of footage? Torrents? Yeah, peer-to-peer stuff. I can see it. I have no use for such things. I just export my stuff directly from Twitch. They handle all of it for me, and also I don't edit any of my content anyways. Do it for me. I'm so tired. I think my problem is actually that it needs to be moved over. It's called a weed whacker. I wish there was a weed whacker in Animal Crossing. That'd be great. Unfortunately, such is not the way of Nintendo. Could you imagine them putting a weed whacker in a children's game? They would never. It's called Your Hands, a very old brand, true? Have you considered just manning up and using your fingers? You fool. Use the weed whackers that God gave you. You see kids rest and clean out my garden. I don't want it. Well, you know what you should do if you want to do it quickly. Get yourself a weed whacker. Clean that out real quick. No weeds. Anything's a weed if you don't like it enough. I'm tired of these hibiscuses. Fwah! Get them out. What are you over there? Hydrangeas? No. Need to move tons of bags of dirt. That's, yeah, Weed Whacker probably won't do much for you there. I wouldn't think. But maybe. You can come out there swinging like Paul Bunyan if you really wanted to. Now, we also have tools that make moving piles of dirt faster, though, too. If you can get your hands on a bulldozer in a reasonable time frame, that would probably do it. Yes, extend your hand. Do it. Is this a kind gesture or a nefarious gesture? Insidious, perhaps? Find out next year when I release the prologue. Sad thing is, I'm not even sure if I'm joking or not. I really gotta work on this off stream more. Why is his hand so thin? We gotta work on that. Bulking up those fingers. Make them just bigger in general, I think. Yeah, that's probably it. That's probably the solution. Maybe the thumb's small. So one thing I've been doing has been buying a ton of Blu-rays because I like owning physical media. Because if it's digital, do you ever truly own it? I don't think so. My tinfoil conspiracy for the day, but I do believe that physical media is just better. So I've been buying Blu-rays. Part of the reason I imported that Mononoke movie from Japan. It's because I was collecting Blu-rays of things that I like. The Thing watch session that I had as a result of just wanting to watch it. I introduced my parents to that movie. They had never seen it, so we watched it. That was a Blu-ray that I bought. So I've been doing that a lot, and I've been wondering what I was gonna buy next. And I've been thinking it was gonna be one of those, one of the many Tarantino movies I've been on a kick with recently. So I don't know. Inglourious Basterds is such a great film, so I could do that. I did watch Django Unchained recently. Could be that one. Or I could get a Blu-ray of one that I haven't seen yet. That's a bit of a bold maneuver, but I could get something like Reservoir Dogs, which I hear is great. Just buy all the Blu-rays, soon they won't exist much longer. That's what I'm thinking, man. I wonder if there's going to be like a crazy retro market for Blu-rays, which is just nuts to say out loud. Because we're still using them in multiple industries, like the video game industry. But even then, Nintendo's kind of paving the way for cartridge-based storage to make a comeback, because cartridge-based storage is actually crazy now compared to disc-based storage. You know how many terabytes you can fit on an SD card? Way more than you can fit on a Blu-ray disc. It's pretty crazy. It turns out Nintendo had it right all along. Nintendo 64 cartridges, ew, gross, stupid. Nintendo Switch cartridges, on the other hand, they have the potential to go crazy in the future. And just put like hundreds of gigabytes of data onto a cartridge for cheap, eventually. Eventually! Not right now, though. Still, like, free. You get a 500 gigabyte cartridge right now, that's gonna be ridiculous. Even just like a 100 gigabyte one. I think most games wouldn't need more than like 100 if they were for next-gen consoles. If it's for the Nintendo Switch, you probably could get away with like 32 gigabytes in most cases. Which I think they do. I think the highest capacity Nintendo Switch cartridge is like 32 gigabytes. So it goes to show you could just do that. Cartridges are coming back. $500 gigabyte SD cards, like $50, and see, that's like not even that bad. Like right now, that's like a couple years away from just being widely adoptable as the cartridge-based into the cartridge-based storage format, in like a commercial level. So I could totally see it coming back, and then like games are coming out like they did on the PS Vita or whatever, and the Nintendo Switch. Although the Vita was a special case. It was a funny little console that made many mistakes when it existed. 100 gigabyte is like $20. See, that's even like more reasonable. I feel like it's even cheaper. It could be. My Switch Lite has drift? Yeah. It's part of the reason I avoided the Nintendo Switch Lite. It's like, what are you gonna do? If you want to get that fixed, you gotta get the whole dang thing shipped out, instead of just like a Joy-Con. It's part of the reason I never got one of those Switch Lites. What I am considering, though, getting at some point is a Steam Deck. Not for a long while, mind you. I just dropped most of my net worth on a PC. I'm not in any rush to spend more money immediately. I'm gonna give it a sec. Give myself a smoke break, even though I don't smoke. Never mind. Rip. Is it exactly as expensive as we thought it was gonna be? I don't need a Steam Deck. I don't think anyone needs a Steam Deck. To be clear. But do I want one? Yeah. I do want one of those, I guess. So the Steam Deck can emulate the Switch. That's true. If anything else, if nothing else, you could just use it as a portable emulator with reconfigurable and remappable control schemes. So, you know, you could be freaking playing GameCube games on the go if you wanted to. Which I would also do, for sure I'd be doing that. Because Nintendo ain't releasing GameCube games. They just released Pikmin 1 and 2. And it took them until the creation of Pikmin 4 to do it. That ought to learn you.
Still working on that emulator, but the Wii U for sure. If only it had an LTE built it, yeah. Also Zotan, I'm pretty sure you can now emulate Switch on and Wii U on your PC. Oh yeah, for sure. I bet I could do that. Even my old computer could play Wii U. Yeah, my old computer could definitely not. It could barely play a DS emulator. I'm sure. They should just copy Dolphin. I'm sure you could just get Dolphin on the Steam Deck. I know Nintendo, they were doing that, they were doing like custom emulator work for that Mario Sunshine, Mario, whatever the Mario Anniversary was edition when they were doing that. And it was jank, to say the least. I still own that. I don't know why. I guess you know, my reasoning was I hadn't played Mario Sunshine yet. So I was like, well, at the very least, it's just like buying a copy of Mario Sunshine. So that's how I justified that purchase to myself. You can get Dolphin on your phone. Not on my phone, I don't think. I don't know how well the Samsung Galaxy S9, which is what I have, is going to run Dolphin. Maybe it'll be fine, maybe it won't. I don't know. All I know is that the phone is not my ideal form factor for GameCube control gaming. I ain't gonna be playing Super Smash Bros. Melee on a mobile setting. That's all I'll say. I also own that. I haven't played Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy yet. I mean, that's a good reason to play it then. I use the Galaxy S10 to play it. That's not too far then. It's not too far of a leap. I suppose I never tried it, so I don't know. I could just be talking out of my behind. My Goblin Green Slimy? No. I'll stop. My behind. I play Sunshine on it since my neighbor sold me his GameCube game. Yo, if you have a, like, I wish that situation upon me for just someday. Just somebody selling me their old GameCube games. I just want them. I have money now. I'll pay you for your GameCube games. Just give them to me. And I will exchange American currency for them. To you. You will receive the currency, I will receive the game. It's a trade offer. Want to get a phone controller, though, to make it easier to play? Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's the freaking touchpad controls you can't deal with it. Played Sunshine on my GameCube. Got some old GameCube games. I have some GameCube games. I don't have many. My collection of GameCube games is not the largest, but it is. I have a couple cool ones. I really want to get Twilight Princess for the GameCube, but it's just so dang expensive. Last I checked, anyway. I'm gonna check again right now. Let me check. Shopping. Yeah, it's like $100 or like $150. No, thank you. It's too many dollars for me. Got some old GameCube games that are European, though. Yeah, the region locking was in full effect back in that day, too. And Wind Waker. I think I own Wind Waker. I think I have that one. I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure I own Wind Waker. But I want Twilight Princess, man. It's got freaking Midna in it. Like, what else do I even need to say to you? Nothing. It's the answer. I don't have to answer to nobody. I won't do what you tell me. Some of those who work force are the same that burn force. You think Rage Against the Machine works with some bossa nova Ghibli music in the background? I thought it meshed pretty well. He sold me Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, Sunshine, Party 6, Twilight Princess, Resident Evil 2, 3, Cobra, Melee, and the Zelda Collections game, and Luigi's Mansion. That's a freaking haul, dude. Those are all good games. Gave me his old SNES games, Mario World 1 and 2, Zelda Link to the Past. That's a bro right there. If they're giving you that, it's nuts. Metroid Prime 2 Echo still sealed in its plastic seal. That's pretty cool. I don't have a single sealed game. I may be a collector, but I'm not that kind of collector. I gotta bust the thing open. I gotta interact with it. I gotta touch it. I gotta play the game. But I do like collecting stuff. Just not that way. It's a nice piece you got. Anything sealed in plastic is a good. But a Metroid game, especially a Prime game, it's a good find you have. The closest I had to a sealed copy of anything was actually the Mario Anniversary Collection, and I think, if I remember right, it's because my dad found one in a dumpster at his place of work. Just a fully sealed copy of the Mario Anniversary Collection for the Switch, and he works at the post office, by the way. So, you know, it was just really weird that he just brought that home, and it was like, yeah, there you go. I have 2 of these now, and one of them was sealed. We ended up giving that copy to one of my nephews, so it did not remain sealed forever, but, you know, the things people will just freaking discard, apparently, just without a care in the world. It might have been on accident, but, like, how do you accidentally throw away a video game, my dude? I got the Xenoblade 2 Collector's Edition when I looked on eBay. The plastic seal version is worth twice the non-seal version. Yeah, the Xenoblade 2 Collectors, I remember that being a whole thing. Just like physical copies of Xenoblade 2 in general, I remember were going up in price. I don't know if that's still the case, but I do remember those becoming increasingly hard to find. And I'm kind of glad I own Xenoblade Chronicles 2, even though I don't much care for the game that much. I love Xenoblade Chronicles 1. That game's one of my favorites. But Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is just like, oh my god. How do people actually like the story in this game? I cannot stand literally any character. Except for Morag, and she's just fine because she doesn't really have a personality. She's just kind of there. And I guess that's why I can tolerate her. I can imagine that it was something like a dad being not content with his son. I have no clue, man. Who am I to speculate on the relationship between a hypothetical father and a hypothetical son? Just kidding. I will do that all day. I bet that the kid got bad grades. And then he just threw it away. But at the post office, it's weird. Maybe he said, long-distance relationship from his child. He's on business trips all the time, and he was buying a gift for his son. Then it came out his son was doing nefarious deeds in school and not performing well. His grades were down. The father just said, I've had it with him. I'm not even home, and I've had it with him. Call from his mother. Anyway, that's my fan theory. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is one of my favorites of the series so far. Didn't play it through yet, but oh my, the feels. I haven't even started. I don't even own Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I love that first one, and I do want to play Xenogears at some point, which I will probably have to emulate, and Xenosaga. I could probably buy Xenosaga, though. I'm sure it's not ludicrous. It's probably going to hurt the wallet, but I don't think it would be ludicrous. It is a PS2 game, after all. But again, I haven't looked in a while, so it could be ridiculous now. It is so old already. Third game of Xenosaga is pretty expensive. I do recall there was one of the trilogy that was a little bit more rare. I have all 3 copies, but I have to emulate it because I don't own a PS2. PS2 is probably the cheapest thing out of all that you could get, though. Games for GameCube I have are Prime 2, Wind Waker, Melee. I have Melee. I do have that one, because who doesn't? Time Splitters 2, Agents Under Fire, Splinter Cell Chaos 3, Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe is a good one. I should look into that. Ocarina of Time for the GameCube, Beyond Good and Evil, Eternal Darkness. I do want Eternal Darkness. Y'all got some good collections for the GameCube. I don't really have much of any of it left. I was a dumb kid who thought trading in my games for new ones was a good idea, but now I look back on those days and I'm like, I should have kept everything I owned. Under lock and key. F-Zero GX is a freaking good one, too. Have to get a region unlocked one, though. Yeah, that's the thing, too. It's all games of Xenosaga come from the UK. Really? Luckily, I've already owned Wind Waker, never played it. It's a good one. It's a good time. If you ever find the time, I'd recommend it. Or if you really just are hard-pressed for time and you're like, I'm never going to get around to Wind Waker, at least listen to the soundtrack, man. At least do that for yourself. Treat yourself to a little bit of Wind Waker. Her hair bun keeps getting bigger. But, you know, that's the spirit of things. It's the spirit of this track I'm on. That's a Zelda reference, everybody. You're welcome. Everyone clap. And you're released? Yeah. I want to try Wind Waker HD Remake. Yeah, that's a good one, I hear. Everybody was waiting for the Twilight Princess and Wind Waker collection, but it's just, it hasn't happened yet. Who knows if it's gonna happen? Nobody knows. We think we know, but nobody knows. I think for a casual playthrough, the HD version is way better. Yeah, that's what I hear. It's got a lot of quality of life improvements compared to the original one. Like the sailing, it was overhauled to just be faster, from what I understand. You get that sail. Sail! My Wind Waker is the Wii U version, so I get that fancy sail, the blazing sail. Start boiling that water the moment you pass over. I remember when I played Wind Waker on the GameCube, I didn't know that you could pay a fish to draw the map, so I played without the map. That's a bold strategy. I wouldn't have picked it myself. But you know what? That's just your own version of a challenge run. You do that on YouTube these days, you get a lot of attention for it, so you should just recreate your childhood memories. And just accidentally forget a game mechanic. But on purpose this time. That's what most modern gaming content is these days on YouTube. I played this game but ignored one thing about it. Or more things. Sometimes, it's usually a lot of things. I'm not gonna heal, block, dodge, or do anything of the sort. And then the video's like 30 minutes, but then you check the stream counter, or the stream timer that they have, and it's like, this game, this challenge run took them like 2 weeks to do. Stream time. It's like, was it worth it? You could have probably squeezed a little bit more out of that YouTube video, surely, right? You don't just gotta boil that down to like a 10-minute episode on your YouTube channel. But that's what they do. I'm more a fan of like semi-long form content. Like, you give me a 20 to 30 minute long video, that's like my sweet spot right there. Give me that. Give me that all day. Part when you have to find the Triforce pieces was a nightmare. Yeah, I hear they made that easier too in the remake. Or, you know, less annoying, not necessarily easier, but just better, I'll say it. Less tedium is just better usually. I've watched 9-hour-long videos. Why? I don't know. I mean, that sounds like a pretty good sleep aid. You just throw that on. You can just kind of half pay attention to it, and there you go. You're just off to Sleepy Town Junction. Fears that I don't know how women work. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, that is what I do to get to sleep too. I just need constant sound, man. Otherwise, I got freaking tinnitus, which is just that constant ringing in my ears, and I can't. I would go insane. I need constant, at the very least, white noise, but I prefer YouTube, just people talking, you know. Sucks too, because I've had this tinnitus stuff, this ringing in my ears since I was like a kid, far back as I can remember. So I don't even know how I would get it treated if I ever wanted to, and I do, but it's also probably expensive. And it's not like it's life-threatening to have tinnitus or tinnitus, depending on who you're talking to. Really, pronunciation just changes. I have a white noise machine that plays rain sounds that helps when sleeping. Yeah, I can imagine that's pretty good. Sounds like a good avenue to go. Now she's doing some kind of like gang sign. Let's go back to what we had. This character is not going to throw gang signs. It's not that kind of story. Could be, but it's not. That's a different story I have planned. Gang signs. Man, I have so many story ideas, I'm not even going to make it through this one ever, dude. I have like at least 5 or 6 story ideas that I want to do. Just in general. But don't we all? It can be that kind of story. It could be that kind of story if I so desired. Just have her throw in some, you know, West Side, bro. That's not how those fingers work. Cross your fingers there. West Side, East Side, bro. Yeah. Bro, gang signs. No, it's not like that. I listen to ASMR. There's some weird videos out there. There absolutely are weird ASMR videos. The only kind of ASMR videos I've listened to, that I've actually liked, have been like wood block sound effects. Like carving wood, I find to be, I don't know why, it's just very soothing. Just the sound of carving wood. I don't know where it came from. I don't know at what point in my life the wires got crossed in my brain where it's like, yeah, this is going to be something that you're just going to like that. But it is. What are those fingers of an imp? Yeah, I got to redo this one mainly. The other ones are fine. I don't know what's going on with this one here. Maybe if we just, like, stop trying to do enough overlap here. And then I think her Need to be lowered back here? Let me see. I'm gonna go get dressed to do the yard. We'll have a fun stream. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. See ya whenever. And bye-bye. Cleaning they weeds over there. There, looks like a little bit more what I'm going for. Glad we got the fingers all fixed up. BRB, how dare you? Nope, you stay right there. You're in my street now. And in my stream, we stay for the duration. This goofy song. Let's get an interesting line here. Nice, too straight. That's better. Sorry for the zoom in and zoom out. Sometimes it's a little finicky here. How many more we got after this? We got lady, dude, lady, and that's it. So we could feasibly do what I wanted to set out to do today. I could even work on this off stream if I so desired, and I might, but I do gotta sleep at some point. Haven't done that today. Little bit of insomnia. We are a little insomnia pilled these days. Just a whittle bit. mean to say whittle there, believe it or not. That just kind of happened. Your sound is kind of inconsistent. Yeah, I've noticed. I'll have to mess with the noise gate. Always going to be some new trouble dealing with the PC switch. I'm surprised it held up as well as it did, honestly. Like you move closer and farther away from your mic. That might just be me actually doing that, so I don't know. I might have to adjust my noise gate so that appears less apparent. I might need to equalize my audio a little better. I haven't had a chance to do that on the new setup. Alright, let's turn the stabilization up. You gotta go here, maybe. Maybe even higher. Like 70, why not? That didn't work too bad at all. Let's hide all the... Well, actually, yeah, I should check on this. Check on my design again. He's got screws going on here. Might be a little bigger, actually. Looks good to me. Let me actually hide this. Yeah, that looks fine. Maybe we can add a little bit more detail here. I like it. And we'll go back here and do this lady again. Where's the speech bubble? Yeah, it's gonna be about here. Right, my stabilization is still absurdly high. That's probably the reason for that. maybe a bit higher. Yeah, we could totally get what I want done. Which is to say, the base layers in the line art. 'Sleeves. Perspective-based cylinders of the arm. And that's why they get my hate. That's why they're on my hate list, to be honest. Yo, Dana Terrace. Freaking Twitter is listening to me. We were talking about the Owl House, and now I'm getting Dana Terrace tweets suggested to me, and she's talking about getting used to Clip Studio again. Excuse me? That's exactly what I'm doing, and we were talking about the Owl House. How dare Twitter listen to me? And tailor Dana's exact personality to match, or like whatever she's doing, to match exactly what's happening to me right now. I can't believe it. Not only did Twitter listen to me, they bent reality to be more like what I was doing. That's Elon has some crazy technology at the tips of his fingers now. The world gets crazier every day. Means you're gonna be famous soon? I don't know about all that. I do have you know what? I do have plans for a mixed race lesbian couple in my series at some point. That's a bit of a spoiler, but nobody will know until it happens. So you know what? It's not a spoiler. You have no idea when it's gonna happen. So maybe I will get destroyed by some publishing company, akin to a Disney, for having that in my series. It could happen. Maybe my fate will play out exactly the same as Dana's. So far, we're treading parallel waters here, if you're looking at it from that perspective. She made a fantasy series about magic and stuff. I'm making a fantasy series about magic and stuff. It's all coming together. I don't know if I would want to work with Disney. I for sure would not, but I do like money, so I don't know. Every man's got a number. I could be persuaded. I won't say I'm immune to the Benjamins. I'm not. I have a job, don't I? If I was immune to the Benjamins, I wouldn't be working retail, stocking grocery store shelves, but here I am. If I had the choice between Disney and literally any other animation studio of some renown, though, you can bet I'm choosing the other animation studio. I don't care how much of a resume booster Disney would be. I'm going somewhere else. I don't like those guys too much up at the top. What with their easily editable out diversity cast members and all that. Like they did in, what is that movie? Onward? That one. The cop has a girlfriend. Or, which is all that you learn from like one line of dialogue that she says, which they did edit out for, I'm pretty sure, the Chinese release, or the, otherwise global release of the movie. Ice to Yellow Swan, we're complaining about diversity and editing it out. And China. Mainly the Chinese government. Because the people are, from what I understand, largely cool. It's always just it's like Russia, like the Russian war in Ukraine. You can't really blame the Russian people. It's the freaking government, man. It's always the government. Blame the government. Don't get me started on China's government. It's freaking China government, man. They're good. Listen, if there's one thing we could ever take away from Donald Trump is that he did say China a lot. And he did say it in a funny voice. And for that, he was so valid. So true. So based. He do be saying that. I gotta erase this hand. It's giving me angina. You heard me. They'll monetize the hell out of gay media as long as you remove every explicitly gay reference. That's true. That's true. Just edit it out. Just freaking Joseph Stalin it right out of the picture. Didn't happen. Well, you know what? I said it earlier, my series is going to have gay couples too, darn it. So, smoke that. Disney, China, Disney's Chinese subdivision, I don't know. Who's responsible? Why does this pencil brush look so gross up close? It looks like a freaking amoeba. Look at that. Ew. The scan of acknowledging gay people. It's never been done. I might be the bravest man in the world. It's okay, you can say it. It's probably true. Live action movie for your comic? Ain't no way would the story I have in mind be adapted to film, or it would have to be TV at the very least. I ain't getting movies. The story I have in mind is your typical fantasy BS shenanigans of going on for probably longer than it should, but you know what? All you gotta be is your comic's biggest fan. And you can make it as long as you want. And you better believe I'm a pretty big fan of my work. At least enough to work on it for this long, which is longer than I've worked on, I think, just about any project in my life. And we're not even close to the prologue being done. Lord of the Rings got 3 movies, 1 movie per... Lord of the Rings was directed by Peter Jackson, who is a genius. And it's a miracle that those movies even work as well as they do. So, you know what? We can't use Lord of the Rings as the standard. It is an anomaly. It should not work as well as it does, but it does. As evidenced by the fact that Peter Jackson also directed the Hobbit trilogy, and those were garbage. I understand that he wanted to make 1 movie and they made him stretch it to 3, but still, just goes to show you, everything had to go right for the Lord of the Rings movies to be as good as they was. Faux show. Why is her hand so tiny? I need to just sketch out these hand shapes, or ignore them. Maybe I can give her lobster claws. Yeah. Yeah? No. I've changed my mind. Ixnay on the obsterlay. I think J.K. Rowling said that she'll never allow only 1 movie to be made about his book. J.K. Rowling. You talk about Tolkien? J.K. Rowling is the Harry Potter lady. George R.R. Mountain Martin. George R.R. Mountain. His name would be so much cooler if it was George R.R. Mountain. Could you imagine? What a fantasy author name that would be. He's already got a good thing going with the triple name with, like, J.R.R. Tolkien, but, you know, George R.R. Mountain? That'd be so sick. Was it? CC, I didn't read the books. Yeah, no, Harry Potter lady is J.K. Rowling, and we don't like to talk about her these days because she has, we'll just say, wrong opinions about many things. That's the truth. She's what you call stupid in some regards, and how she perceives certain groups of people. She has unique opinions. Absolutely unique is the right way to put it. If we want to sugarcoat it. Just lace it with sugar. You tell her, what did you name your new PC? I don't know. It's bigger than me, so... I'm thinking, Gargantuatron, Hercules, something to the effect of its magnitude. Because I think if I, you know how they put those warning signs on the side of vending machines to not rock them or it'll topple over and collapse all your bones? I think I need one of those for my freaking... It's a giant PC. And the fact that I have it up on my desk where the old one was is, you know, here's my desk here. I'll draw it again. Roughly my desk here. There's like a little drawer area over here. This is not perspective, by the way. Do not take this as artistic advice, for the love of God. And then there's like a little raised part here. My monitor's over here. And my drawing tablet and stuff. Of course, the keyboard is on the stool. Where it always is, obviously. Duh. And then the PC is just is huge. It's bloody massive. And I'm just sitting here in my chair. If I'm standing up, I'm probably like right here. I could rest my arm on it and be like, ladies, how's it going? Women, females, anyone? Yeah, it's probably, it could freaking kill me. It's almost like you need a larger desk to accommodate your light. It's almost like you need a larger band hammer to accommodate the shadow zone I'm sending you to. Get out of here. Whoop-ha! Whoop-ha! That's me banning you. Repeatedly. Ka! I'm a lady, not a lady? What are you talking about? What now? What are you talking about? Name it Fatalis, because if it falls on you, you will most certainly be fatal. It's not a bad idea. It's not a terrible idea. Get a standing desk? What, am I better than people? No. My friend has a standing desk, though, and I have been jealous ever since. So maybe... It's the Nausicaa song again. Maybe I'll name it Swan, because if anything's gonna kill me, it's gonna be her, for sure. Through emotional strain on a daily basis. Doctor's gonna be like, you gotta get your blood pressure down. I'm gonna be like, I can't, doc. I don't know what this... It's just gonna keep... And he's like, well, if you keep this up, you're gonna have a cardiac event. And then little do I know. Maybe I'll name it after, what were we talking about? We talked about reincarnation. What did I decide on? Leopard? Something like that? Oh yeah, it was going to be the praying mantis smoking a joint. That's what I was going to do. Maybe I'll name it praying mantis smoking a joint, because if it kills me, then I know, then it'll be a reminder for me in the afterlife of what I want to be reincarnated as. I mean, at this point, just get any desk that isn't your current one. Stop being so harsh on my desk. It's a fine desk. Doc, you don't understand. There's this bird lady. Is the bird lady in the room with us right now? No, you don't know. She shows up online. I've never seen her. I don't even know if she's real. Are there any pictures of this woman? I don't think so. I don't think. I think it's like a cryptid situation. Like Mothman. But Swan Woman. Also, there's other people. One of them's a mask. One of them's the concept of freezing. There's a few others that I dare not note. Also, I'm a goblin. Woo! And then the doctor immediately sends me to the psychiatric ward. I'm a ghost, okay? I take that personally. That's right, you would be the woo sound. What noise does a goblin make? Yeah. Something like that. Is that racist? To me? Maybe. Let me look at my avatar and see what sound strikes me when the mouth opens. Yeah. I mean, that fits pretty well. What's another goblin noise? Could do a goblin from Goblin Slayer, the big hefty ones that are questionable in their action choices. It's just bassier, really. Depends if goblins really make that sound. Ooh, very on point. Let me see. Oh my god, that was like spot on. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I can be a goblin for sure. Sounds like he's speaking German now. I can't believe I nailed it based on... I really am a goblin, aren't I? I mean, I always knew. Deep down. Yeah. Was not expected. Yeah, I was there actually some German in there? It was pretty good. And I just spot it. I just have it on instinct. What on earth? Mask, you're banned from the internet for the rest of the day. You get off the stream, just take a walk, perhaps. I also cannot physically replicate that sound, so I'm a little upset. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not. My bass is too voicey, is what I was gonna say, but you know what I meant. The goblin in the first video was talking in German. Nice. I didn't realize it was just full on German. I thought it just sounded like it. Alright, flip the canvas, see where we are. Saying dick several times? What's wrong with it? Hey, yo? Somebody get that dude a chill pill. It's hard to make a dress shape without being too well endowed. I'm not one of those artists who draw the Chun-Li thighs on every woman character they create. Only some of them. I'm not going to say I'm immune to that either, but, you know, I like to have some restraint, a little bit. No, I think that's still too outside of her body type. She's a pretty slim lady, this one. This side character will not even be in the majority of the story, who I am over-fixating on at this moment, because that's what you do. His arm is weird too. I need to fix this. Give me this. Place yourself somewhere else. And then I think we can bend the elbow more, maybe? Yeah, we might just try equalizing the pose a bit more. It was a little too asymmetrical for my liking. All goblins do is raid, ravage, and lie. No offense, though. Full offense taken. All masks do is conceal and deceive. How do you like it? What do you think? Two can play this game. All masks do is eat hot chip and lie. Who's texting me? Really? UPS? Due to an invalid address, you have a package that needs to be delivered? How about you shut? Freaking scam artist. Get out of here. I don't even have a delivery coming from UPS. I ordered my movie yesterday. Or not yesterday, 2 days ago, and it showed up yesterday. Because Amazon has blisteringly fast service. Honestly, say what you will about Amazon, but the fact that they deliver most packages in like a day really helps with deterring scam delivery texts, I would say. Because they'll just be like too slow on the draw. They'll be like, you have a package coming. It's like, no, I don't. It already showed up, idiot. You have no idea. I already got my pack. How could it be delayed if I have it right now? Answer me that. Should send them all your personal information. What if it's a gift from me? You wouldn't do that. You would never give someone anything that you made. I'm assuming you made it if it would be a gift from you. So maybe it's just a different thing. I guess it's possible. Because you do have my address. But it would be unethical because it was from an order page on your store. So if you kept that information, I'm going to sue you. Retroactively, though, they delivered the mail. Now realize that the address was wrong, so they want their Blu-ray for themselves. Well, they can't. I already put it in my PS5, and I'm not taking it out. I'm too lazy. What if it's not made by me? I don't know. I considered the possibility, and now I have no idea. I'm lost. Now I don't know what to think. I had someone send me an email saying I want a gift card. They were addressing me by my student number ID. So at least you know that the scam artist was in the nearby vicinity. Pretty funny, though. How did they even get that? I'm assuming it was personnel or another person that was a part of the school, the faculty, maybe even the student body. Maybe it's one of them bears sneaking into your school occasionally. Maybe he stole it. They're intelligent creatures, you know. They know how to open car doors and house doors in some cases. I would not want to be on the receiving end of a bear encounter that knows how to open my door. Absolutely not. Corruption in the school system. Killing in the name of... Alright, that's a pretty decent torso. Flip. No, it's wrong again. Alright. Flip back. I think it's this one that needs to be adjusted. And then flip it again. It's still weird. Alright, if we do this one then. Screw it.
We'll do it live. Oh yeah, we're already doing that. Unless this has been a pre-recorded stream the whole time and you just didn't notice because I anticipated everything you people would say. You're so predictable to me. There could be hours of preloaded, premeditated footage and you would never know. Flip. God, this is so hard. I need like a symmetry line here. In fact, I can do that. How do you show our responses? I predict them. I generate them via ChatGPT. We'll peach you up, premeditate that. I already did. Why do you think I contacted my insurance company earlier today? That's right. There's a whole bunch of people coming my way. And they're not going to be too friendly about it either. I knew this would happen from the moment I got out of bed this morning. So you gaslit yourself? Only if I'm wrong. Oh, look at that hourglass shape. Yeah, that's a good character design, Zotan. Freaking get a hold of yourself. Alright, let's try it again. His inmate is a wizard. He sneaked his pondering orb into prison and they use it to see the future. Don't talk about his orb like that. He doesn't want anyone to know about that, dude. Oh, you're talking about another man's orb? Alright, so this should theoretically look okay when it's flipped. Looks pretty, it looks better than it did. So, you know, that's progress. That's progress. I think we can even this out just by shifting a little bit. And then maybe transform skew a little bit. Just a little bit. And then we'll flip again and see where we're okay way there. No, it was better without the skew. It's always better without the skew. Alright, I guess we'll just have to settle for this. This is the nature of comics. Don't focus on anything for too long. Otherwise, it'll never get done, and it's already in the process of never getting done. So I have no time to waste. How long am I streaming? 2:30? Alright. 2 hours, 30 minutes, that is. I think we can at least get the line art done. I don't know about base layers. I do have to sleep at some point. As the human body doth require. At least some level of sleep, unfortunately. Though I wish it didn't. But if I drank even one Red Bull, I'm pretty sure I would die. I don't even drink tea anymore. I'm a hydro homie. No juice even. You sleep? I thought you said you didn't. I try not to, but you know, it's a hard habit to break every now and then. I do have my cheat days. Where I give myself a few Z's. Most of the time I try not to. I'm cutting back on my hours. Do not drink the battery acid? Who said anything about battery acid? I ain't drinking battery acid. But you drink battery acid? In that case, do not drink the battery acid, I agree. guys believe love can bloom on the battlefield? Or ignore that, I'm just clearly losing my mind now. But real talk, do you? No. I don't even know what that was in response to. Was that in response to drinking the battery acid? Or the battlefield question? There's her little face peeking up over there. We gotta do this guy now. Preferably on a different layer before I forget. Battery. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Hey, yo, why is my layer not showing up? What the? Why does it not? Okay. Excuse me, eraser tool, could you stop? You're doing your job too well. I need more stabilization, perhaps? That ought to do it. Maybe the torso piece is wider. Ow! My desk, and also my wrist. More importantly, my desk was not the thing that got hurt in that transaction. It was me. A nicer desk. Almost sabotage your wrist. You think a desk with more surface area is going to be one that I bang my arm into less? I propose the contrary. The more surfaces you give me to run myself into, the more likely it is that I will run myself into them. That's just statistics. You know, I don't. That is the secret to drawing well. What, banging my wrist into my desk? If that's the secret to good art, I don't know if I want to be an artist no more. These Twitter artists must have the wrists of a 90-year-old geriatric, arthritis-ridden man, banging them into their desk to get their skill. No, it'll move out of the way for you. Yes, interesting. That's what good desks do. Your desk doesn't do that. If it gets bigger, you have more chances. No, I'm not falling for it. Not again. Not with this snake oil pitch. The tool is like so weirdly unresponsive. When do you hear me bang my wrist on my desk? I don't know, I just assumed you didn't have any on account of being a bird. You got wrists? I don't freaking know. What do I know about birds? Nothing. I know the shoe bills look funny. I know the cassowaries are freaking terrifying. You just hear feathers. Yeah, it just sounds like you've thrown a throw pillow at your microphone, if anything. How am I supposed to know that's your wrist? It's impossible. You guys ever hear a cassowary call? I'll play it right now. They're freaking dinosaurs. Oh, let me get this. Where's the music? Shut up. Alright, I'll get back here. Whoops. Alright, here. Back, welcome back. Like, what is that? That's awful. Nightmare birds. It's a Monster Hunter cry. They're just freaking living dinosaurs. I hate them. But I also think they're so cool. There's a better video. Oh, this one is good. Yeah, listen to this. Like what? How does it make that noise? Crazy. Where's the other one here? That's not a bird. That's how they survived all this time. There's a video. Ouch. That was on my desk. That was my headphones that time. Alright, so this happens to you. What you do. How you respond to this situation. You're just walking on the beach. You're a tourist or whatever. Freaking dinosaur comes out of the forest at you. Here he is. Freaking velociraptor in real life decides to start approaching you. Like, no. Get that. What? Oh my god. And it's like almost as tall as you, and these feet here are gonna disembowel you? Get this thing out of here, dude. It's on the... Luckily, he just seems to be a little bit of a goober, this one. And he's just like, yo, cool camera, bro. But like, oh my god. If he had half a mind to even just like swing this foot once... Intestines on the floor. This guy's running away. He knows what's good for him. Get out of there. Leave this woman behind. She's like holding the GoPro out. Like a repellent cross, exorcising demons. He's taking taste tests. Survival strat is sounding terrifying. That is scary. Punch it. Yeah, I know. Like, get him out of here. It comes back, too. He's freaking... This shot is terrifying. Oh, 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 Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, my God. Look at the GoPro didn't taste edible. He's freaking... Look at his eye. Look at this eyeball here. Jurassic Park, man. Just put some feathers on those raptors. This is what it would have looked like. Much more accurate film. You can't even run it so fast. Yeah, it probably goes up to like 30 miles per hour or something. There's the footprints in the sand. There's only one pair when Jesus carries you or something, that whole deal. And then he just stands there on the beach. All majestic-like. What is this thing? A gibbon freaks out over a hedgehog? I'm tempted, but I got stuff to do. Maybe later. She was spared that day. Yeah, I know. Freaking cassowaries are demons. In the modern day. So you died to a modern day velociraptor. There's actually a theory that a lot of dinosaurs had feathers. I've been looking at like recreations of what T-Rexes might have looked like with feathers, and they look pretty sick, I'll be honest. I almost prefer that that's how they were commonly depicted, because they look so cool with feathers. As this more avian design. Instead of the big lizard that they are perceived as a result of certain media. Ahem, Jurassic Park, even though, like, they literally discovered that dinosaurs had feathers during the filming of Jurassic. They could have changed it. They could have, but they didn't. Because they said people are probably going to expect dinosaurs to look a certain way. And it's like, yeah, but you could have been, like, you could have been, like, accurate if you wanted to. You could have done that. Now they got freaking blue velociraptors that are laser-guided weapons in the new Jurassic World movies, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Chris Pratt's doing that stupid hand thing, he's like, stop. Don't. Do not. What's he got, like facial hair or something? He's like, don't. Do not do that. He's got stupid hair. I don't know what he's got. Would make sense as well, as it would be the heat reflector and the sun protector. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. And I mean, Triceratops had freaking beaks on them, so they could have had feathers. You just think about all of the herbivores that had beaks on them now, and just like, yeah, they probably did have something else going on. Yeah, don't move, and the raptor can't see. The vision's based on movement. Dude, forget the fact that they have a sense of smell or anything at all, but, you know, it's whatever. I'm pretty sure mammals were the first subcategory of living things to have a predominant sense of eyesight as their main attribute. If I learned anything from my anthropology class in college, pretty sure we were the ones that started that whole thing of looking with your eyes to see things as opposed to sniffing them. Or hearing them with your ear holes. I need the symmetry tool again. Give it to me. Perfect. All you need is a little bit of math. I'm losing my voice here. Me. Try to get it back. Or I can just embrace the gravel. Ooh, we should bring back the symmetry tool. Oh, I just have it. And we'll do this. Get it looking good on one side, then we don't gotta try very hard for the other one. And then we erase this and this. Whoops. Gotta hide that. We're almost through it, I think. that's what's happening. I see. Ooh, some thunder outside mine house. How do you decide what to eat, like on Uber or DoorDash? I decide that Uber or DoorDash are too expensive, and I don't order from... and that is process. And also, just whatever's in the house, really. I know what's going on here. How do I adjust this? Object. Snap. Do not snap to the board. Whatever has the best deal, that's really how you gotta do it. It ain't about what you want to eat, it's about what you can eat. So basically, what we're saying is sirloin, ribeye, T-bone, all of that. You could just filet mignon, just pile it up. That's very economical cuts of meat right there. Veal tartare, something like that. Raw egg on top. Gold encrusted caviar. I'm not a financial advisor, though, so maybe don't listen to anything. Alright, I think, well, we can flip it and then check for sure. Yeah, see, that's why we do it, because I gotta do this a little bit. A little bit of editing here and there. Should be done soon with the line art, which I didn't get to do the base colors today, but luckily that's not even much by way of time-consuming processes. So that shouldn't be too hard. Little something here. I think I want to skew this just a tad. Yeah, that works. Alright, for the most part, I think we're good on this page. In terms of line art. Good, we did a thing. I'll just go out and have set days, like sometimes I get pizza on Thursday, kebab on Friday. That sounds pretty good. There's food trucks around my area most days. I think Thursdays is where they usually have the kebab truck. So sometimes me and my family will just go over there and we'll have whatever they're having. They haven't had a lot of trucks. They have like 3 they cycle between, but normally they have more, so I don't know what they're doing this year. I think I'll get Chinese food. Chinese food's always good. Unlike the government. But enough about that. Thank y'all for stopping in. Tomorrow is Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday, more comic. I really want to start working on this more. It's getting to me, you know? I'm getting cabin fever being stuck with this freaking prologue. I gotta get into the other bits of the story that I want to write because they are good in my opinion, so I want to get to them as fast as possible. I'll probably do some stuff off stream a little bit, especially on my days off when I normally do nothing. I will probably change that to doing something. Wouldn't that be a novel idea? But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Comics tomorrow, obviously. Here we go. More, the same old, same old. And bye-bye. Everyone have a good day. Except for you know who. You know who you are. Bye-bye.